Hello. This is your boy Irony Boxing coming through with this my 99th live. Um, we're going to talk about several things. We got a big weekend of boxing. We're coming off of a big weekend of boxing, and we're going to right into another big weekend of boxing fights. Um, we have three very interesting fights coming up. But before that, let us get us started with the Lord's Prayer. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you, God, for everything. Absolutely. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and put in the survey question. Which fight steals the show on the weekend? Just a moment. Just a moment. Interesting question. Huh? Which fight steals the show on the weekend? Let's see. One second while I put up the survey question. Okay. Let's see here. Just put in the survey question. Cottage, how you doing, my brother? How you doing, sir? God bless. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'm just doing the survey question. Which fight steals the show on the weekend? I'll get to you in a second. Let's see. It's fight week for three very interesting fights. Okay, very interesting fight cards as well. There we go. Okay, it is. Here it is. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. My guy Cottage, how you doing today? God bless you, sir. Absolutely. So it's fight week for a whole bunch of fights, huh? But I'm gonna get it started with Richard Torres's opinion on Boots Ennis versus Sander Sayas. I'm gonna get to Roy Jones Jr. as well. His opinion on Sufa and what I think about that and everything else. So it's gonna be interesting. Um, I'm not monetized. This is educational purposes only, of course. Section, there it is. Okay. Share my screen and get to the good stuff. Let's get to the good stuff here. We have open panel today, so let me go ahead and put up the link from now and pin it as well. All are welcome to join in and chime in. Okay. I wouldn't say he's overrated, Cottage, but I definitely got to see more. I wouldn't say he's overrated because he is a 4 division champion. I would put it to you this way. I would say I got to see a little bit more because Tio, yeah, he could be a big name and what have you, but you know, he already lost to Cambosos and he had a couple of very controversial fights, particularly against Sandor Martin, right? And Cepeda, I mean, we all know he came in undefeated, what have you, but we all know that Cepeda dropped at least one of those fights against Kevin Farmer. You know, I think we can all agree with that. And before that, the Josh Padley fight, I'm not gonna put that on him because Kid Austin pulled out. You know, so he was supposed to fight Kid Austin. Kid Austin pulled out. You know, his father was saying everything under the sun. You know, making Shakur look like the second coming of Al Capone, damn near. So I'm not gonna put that on him. But I definitely need to see more. I got 6 names. I need at least 2 of those. I got Oshaki Foster. I got Murataya. I have Devin Haney. I have Keyshawn Davis. I have Gary Anton Rosso. I have Richardson Hitchens. I need at least 2 of those. You know, and not to mention Tank Davis. But who knows about Tank Davis? He got to come back and everything. So Tank is probably not realistic right now. Got 1 vote for Karen versus Paddy. I kind of agree, but the heavyweights might steal the show, not for nothing. And listen, Keyshawn might steal the show because Nahir Albright ain't no joke. I don't know for sure. He did win some fights in his career, but the thing is, okay, so if you look at Devin Haney has to win over Loma and Brian Norman Jr. and also Jorge Linares. To me, those are 3 wins that are more impressive than Tio, Cepeda, and whoever you want to put the third one. If it's Jamel Herring, if it's Valdez, if it's De Los Santos, you know, that's just me. But again, he ain't no overrated. I'm just saying I got to see more. Oscar, how you doing? El Carnal says, I actually think Cepeda is the best win at 35 since Devin left the division. That's true. That's true. I just felt like Tevin Farmer got the short end of the stick with Cepeda, but hey, which brings me to my topic, to my first thing. I mean, Roy Jones Jr. He been flaming Sufa right now. Let me show you this first, because I think Richard Torres is trying to make me a super fan of him or something. Take a listen.
I think Xander's gonna win. I think people are underestimating Xander so much. It's insane to me. Like, people are all like, oh, like, Xander's not ready for Boots. This isn't, Boots is gonna wash him out. Boots is gonna do this. Boots is gonna do that. Xander's a world champ, a multiple belt world champ, and he's showcased who he is time and time again. I think people are just like washing him out or like overlooking him because he's so young, but I'm giving it to Xander. I think Xander's his boxing ability, his ring IQ, his presence, his just stature. I think it's going to be tough for anybody to beat him. And so I'm excited for this fight, and I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. But my money's on Xander. Xander has to one feint. I want to see him feint and just get Boots off his rhythm. And then after he does that, I would like to see Xander continuing his lateral movement. I think Xander's lateral movement, what he's showcased in the last couple of fights of the actual boxing ability is just incredible. And so if he keeps that lateral movement when Boots wants to just sit there and slip and counter and do what he does like really well, I think like being able to make him pick up his feet and move is gonna really throw a counterpunch off his game like that. So you get to just do that, and then when he punches in combinations, you know, not just one shot, but being able to throw 2, 3, 4 shots, step around and come back with another combination. I think that's in Xander's repertoire already, and so just kind of like following that game plan, I think he has a really good shot.
Did I mention I love Richard Torres? Exactly, Cottage. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't listen. Shakur deserves more respect than to be called overrated. He deserves a lot more respect than that. You know, I wouldn't use the old word on him. You know, not at all. But like you said right there, I do gotta see more too. And I just gave you 7 names off the top of my head. I'm good with 2 of those. That's not a lot to ask, is it? Actually, forget about Richardson Hitchens. Oh shit. Well, yeah, forget about Richardson Hitchens. Just a Tank or Murat. Well, we're not gonna get Keyshawn either. Murataya, Shock, Devin, Russell, Tank. Out of those 5, give me 2. Okay. Oscar says, "Nah, it was literally outworn." He says, nah, it was literally outworked, beat precision. Tevin did his thing both fights, but he wasn't throwing enough, in my opinion. First fight, I did have it wasted. Now, I'm referring more to the first fight, because the second fight, man, it got dicey for Tevin Farmer in the beginning. Oh, man, I thought they were going to stop that thing. But hey, if you had Cepeda 2-0, listen, that was a hell of a fight, the first one. But hey, and let's not forget, Tevin Farmer also gave Murataya trouble. You know, it's easy to go to the Kid Austin debacle, but Kid Austin got the scraps of Tevin Farmer. I mean, I'm not going to take that away from him. Well done, Kid Austin. But, you know, Tevin Farmer, bro, gave a lot of people trouble, and he got the short end of the stick, more than once, in my opinion. Cottage says, who's better, Blake Griffin or Amari Stoudemire? Damn. I mean, I think they are both overrated. They're both overrated. Amari Stoudemire's career sums up 4 words. Thank you, Steve Nash. And Blake Griffin career sums up in 4 words as well. Thank you, Chris Paul. So, I would probably take Amari. I think Amari offensively had more layers to his game, to be honest with you. But that's just me. Let me go ahead and show you more of Fight Hub TV.
What did Oscar De La Hoya say?
I think I'm right.
Nothing.
No, I think he's a great fighter. I definitely do. I think he has a great team around him as well, with the fighters that he's been fighting, and I think that's really been able to showcase his ability even more so. I think that styles make fights, and I think that with some of the people that he's been in the ring with, has really been able to just showcase his style. But I do think that with someone like my style, who is a pressure fighter, who's also quick and has a pop I carry a pop myself. I think it would change the way people fight, and it changes the way that people come about it. And again, like I'm 100% certain that I have the best tank in boxing, so I'm gonna show that. And I want to see what happens in the 7th and the 8th round. I want to see what happens when you get into those dirty waters and then you have to grind it out, because that's what I like. So let's make it happen, And I want to put Moses to that test, and I think it would be just a great fight through and through.
Before Stevenson is coming over to Zuffa, is that any validity to that one?
Did we announce that Shakur Stevenson? No? Possibly.
Hey, look at that laugh right there.
Listen, at the end of the day, I think that everybody's going to be here at Zuffa Boxing.
Including Devin Haney after his dad put out that cryptic $100 million contract message.
I think that everybody's going to be at Zuffa Boxing eventually.
Is that Shakur Devin one day?
Well, what I said was last night too. I said at the end of 2026, right? I mean, most of you guys were here for the first press conference that we had. I said, judge us by our body of work as we head into 27. So, yeah, I don't know why I would say things that weren't true or. I mean, look at what we've done in just 4 months. Look at tonight, and look at the how these guys are fighting right now. Tonight was a great card, and they're only going to get better. I think everybody's going to have opinions, and especially the traditional guys who came up the way that they did.
Sorry, that's not right. I don't care who you are. Talent, skill, hard work, all those things should determine who's the best, and you should have an opportunity to get a shot at the best if you want the best. Not have to kiss their ass to get to the best, but they got total control of it. You got to kiss their ass and you can't fight.
I don't know whose ass you got to kiss around here to get fights. Probably got to be Ish or Harrison or somebody. But I think that if you asked any of the, when Roy says something like you got to kiss their ass to do this and that, I think that if you asked any of the fighters, they would tell you that we treat them very well, treat them like professional athletes. And any of the interactions that I've had through Ish and Harrison has been nothing but respectful. And So I don't know where that's coming from, but I do like Roy, and but everybody's entitled to their opinions. And I'm sure when you come into a business and you start to cause disruption, you're going to ruffle some feathers.
David's always been destined to be great. David's always been that guy that try to reach for.
Does it look as though the Ali Act reform is going to pass?
It probably is, but it's gonna ruin boxing though. So that's without a question. I mean, it's gonna ruin boxing totally.
Does it make you worry about monopolizing the sport 5-10 years down the road?
It does in a sense, but
Every sport is a monopoly, fellas. Every sport is a monopoly. Does the NBA have a monopoly on basketball? Does the NFL got a monopoly on football? Does the NHL got the monopoly on hockey? Does WWE have a monopoly on wrestling? I mean, I'm just asking. Like, people are calling monopoly as if every other sport is not a monopoly. You know, like us. How it says, yeah, Maris Stoudemire, yeah, but by then, bro, he wasn't. You know, he had knee problems and everything, but offensively speaking, Amari's way better than Blake Griffin, in my opinion. Let's check the survey, see how we're doing. One vote. Okay, let's keep going.
you know, they're only gonna monopolize in this country. There's the rest of the world out there you still gonna work in. So for me, I don't buy it. I hate it for the people in this country because they're gonna be monopolized. They're gonna be basically slaves. They're gonna be owned sheep. You don't get to decide what you wear no more. You don't get to decide who you are no more. You have no identity. You understand me? You understand me? You just basically you're a sheep that does what your master says do, and that's wrong. But that's what they want. That's on them.
Look as though the
same as UFC, they determine who become who. It's not about talent and winning no more. It's about who they want there, and that's what they're trying to do to boxing. I'm sorry.
Wasn't that the case when Don King and Bob Arum basically ruled over boxing, Roy? Oh, but you were taken care of, so you're not going to say that.
That's not right. I don't care who you are. Talent, skill, hard work, all those things should determine who's the best, and you should have an opportunity to get a shot at the best if you want the best. Not have to kiss their ass to get to the best, but they got total control of it. You got to kiss their ass and you can't fight. You got to move out of the country. That's right. That's what we want to see in boxing. No, it's not, but that's what's about to happen, and they too idiotic to understand that. Most of the people around too idiotic to understand what's really happening. They don't understand. By the time they get it, it's already too late. It's almost too late now. Nico understands, that's why he went there. Oscar understands, that's why he went there. But most people in boxing don't understand. They see you money, oh, that's great money. No, it's not. It's great money now, it's not great money tomorrow. History's gonna be erased. There's gonna be no such thing as WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBO champ no more. Chance Crawford was known for being the four belt era champ more in 3-weight division. That's gonna be gone now. No such chance to do that anymore. And that's what we want in boxing. So we're gonna kill the history to make it look like UFC. Man, make it out of here with that, bro. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
You heard it. Roy Jones Jr., not a fan of Sufa. Bruce Gass, how you doing, sir? So, Bruce, do you think that boxing will become a monopoly with Sufa? Because, I mean, isn't every other sport a monopoly? By the way, are you going to do a trivia tomorrow? Let me know. I'll try to make it. I don't think I'll be able to, but I'll try my best to make it. Let me know if you're doing a trivia tomorrow. I don't know. I'm kind of stuck in between with the Sufa thing. I guess we'll have to just wait and see, obviously. But I don't know. I don't think it's that bad that people make it out to be honest with you. But we have 3 very attractive fights starting on Friday. Karen Chukatsian versus Paddy Donovan, IBF eliminator for welterweight. Whoever wins gets a shot at Louis Croker, the champ. Karen Chukatsian 26-3. Paddy Donovan 14-2. Those 2 losses were to the same dude, Louis Croker. The card doesn't have too many people that I know of. This is going to be in Mannheim, Germany. Start time Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern time, noon. Okay. and I'll probably miss it. I'll have to work, but nevertheless. Co-main events at lightweight, Dervrim Goekduman, 13-0 against Franklin Duomo, 9-0. This is for the IBF European. Heavyweight fight, Peter Kadiru, 22-1 versus Senad Gashi, 34-4. Heavyweights, Emmanuel Odiasi. This is an interesting prospect from Nigeria, 10-0. Nick Webb versus Nick Webb, 19-3, IBF European. Cruiserweights, Alexander Okafor, 3-0 versus Elijah Welkusevin, 8-0. Heavyweights, Victor Jurek, 13-0 versus Edwin Castillo, 13-2. Middleweights, Oluwole Jan Siosek, 4-0 versus Shea Green, 9-1. Heavyweights, Nelvi Tiafak or Tlafak, 3-0 versus Mateus Munoz da Peña, 7-2. And cruiserweights, Edmond Avagian making his debut against Patrick Fiala, 13-7-2. Okay. Oh, and where does this air? ARD, I don't know. Okay. Now we have over in the UK, Doncaster, David Allen versus Philip Hrgovic. David Allen 25-8 with 2 draws versus Philip Hrgovic 19-1 for the IBF Intercontinental. That's vacant. Co-main event lightweights, Louis O'Doherty 11-0 versus Ahmed Hatim 12-0. This is British Commonwealth Boxing Council, vacant. Okay. Then lightweights again, Michael Gomez Jr. 22-2 versus Lee McGregor 16-2. Okay. Oh, I love it. Boxing movies and documentary trivia. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. Nah, Jerry Sloan overrated. No way, Cottage. That's one of the GOATs. No way Jerry Sloan's overrated. No chance. He's probably my coach of my like all-time team. So, nah, no way. Let's see. Okay, Maxie Hughes is on the card. Okay, super lightweights 140. Maxie Hughes 29-9-2 versus Louis Sylvester 18-1. Welterweights Joe Hayden 22-0 versus Ryan Frost 3-15. Man. Welterweights Asad Huya Muhyiddin Kujaev 1-0 versus to be determined. Middleweights Ted Jackson 6-0 versus Mike Biles 8-14. Cruiserweights Bradley Casey 4-0 to be determined. Featherweights Leighton Virtual 4-0 versus Leonardo Vaz 5-18. Wow. Super lightweights 140 Kian Hamilton 1-0 versus Les Uri 2-3-1. Super flyweights 115 John Tom Very 1-0 versus Stephen Jackson. Is this some kind of a joke? 1 win, 70 losses, 1 draw. Is this some kind of a joke? Hold on. 1 win, 70 wins, 7-0. That is. Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Am I reading this correctly? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 1 win, 70 losses. Oh, man. Listen, I don't like disrespecting people, so I'm just going to leave it there. Super welterweight, 154, Carl Fail, 11-0 versus Dean Sutherland, 21-2. That's crazy work, guys. 1 win, 70 losses. Jesus Christ. This is what, the zone? Yep. And what time is this? This is Saturday, May 16, 12 p.m. noon Eastern time, okay? Oh my God. Okay, before I get into Davis Albright, let's see the comments. Jerry Sloan had John Stockton and Darren Williams. Yes, sir. Yeah, he had issues with Darren Williams, but Darren Williams is another one, bro. Wasted talent, man. Didn't work in Utah, didn't work in Brooklyn either. retired young. I mean, he had a few years where he made it rain out there, but I don't know what happened to him, man. Keyshawn Davis versus Nahir Albright 2. Just the third fight of this weekend. First fight was a no contest. People are saying that Nahir Albright got robbed against Frank Martin. So the co-main events: Keyshawn Davis 14-0 versus Nahir Albright 17-2-1. Co-main event: Brian Norman Jr. making his return, his long-awaited return after losing to Devin Haney. 28-1-0 versus Josh Wagner 19-2-0. Okay, welterweight. Before that, we have the hot Dominican prospect Giancarlo Santana Guerrero 16-0. At featherweight, that is, versus Christian Cruz Chacon 24-7-2. Never been stopped, this kid. Okay. Before that, welterweights Kelvin Davis, one of the Keyshawn's brother, 15-1-0. That loss came against Nahir Albright. Okay. Versus Peter Dobson, man, 17-3-0. Nice. This is going to be a nice fight right here. Okay. Don't be shocked if this turns out to be a very good fight. Okay. Kelvin Davis versus Peter Dobson. If I'm not mistaken, they're both coming off of losses. So you know they got that chip on their shoulder. So we got super featherweights, 130, Dedrick Coughlin, 6-0 versus Eric Howard, 7-4. And welterweight Keon Davis, the other brother of Keyshawn, 4-0 versus to be determined. Okay, what time is this? This is streaming on the Zone as well. And what time is this? I may have to restart my Zone subscription. It's getting interesting. 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'll probably call this one. Or I may join somebody else's channel. Sometimes I'm not into calling fights. We'll see. I called 2 of them, but this weekend I called the UFC and the Sufa boxing. I was gonna call Leon Aline, but that fell through. So what's the point, right? What else we got? Let's see. Jones Jr. got pissed, left.
Seeing Dana White say on stream that he's going to be the promoter for Fury versus AJ. What's the situation with that?
Well, he's not, because the contract with Tyson says that Zuffa will not be able to promote that fight.
So where has he got that from?
I don't know. Asked him. It's just
I normally have a lot to say. No human being on this planet could ever question this kid ever again. Certainly don't question him in front of me. Yeah? Because what he showed tonight, he raised any doubt of all that negative talk. Yeah? It's almost like, because we were victorious, yeah? It's almost like, I'm glad the fight went that way. You know why? So he could demonstrate this quitting narrative. He's not, we know he's not, the people around him know he's not. I think he ticks every box tonight, yeah? And obviously, you said it, I'm just gonna echo what everybody said here on the top table. The opponent, Fabio, what a warrior. He's healthy. Daniel, what a warrior. He's healthy. That's the most important. They both came out of that grueling, epic. Frank, that must rank amongst one of the best you from over the years, right?
It's not over the years. It's
for heavyweights.
It's the best,
right?
Best we've done.
Right.
It was just so absorbing. It was two guys.
It had everything. It had drama. It had thriller. It had everything. For neutrals, that's like what they pay for. Yeah. luckily, the two gladiators came out intact. That's the most important.
How shocked were you with that first? I think it's the first shot in the first round.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I mean,
Top of the head.
yeah. I didn't really feel it, so it was like, well, what am I doing there? I had to quickly jump back up and go for it.
Tell them, Danny.
What would you like to do next fight, Daniel?
We're gonna sit back and talk
Have a rest first.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, do I have the educational purposes thing up? Oh, okay. Thankfully. Champ Ross, how you doing, sir? Oh, really? Wow, thank you, man. Finally, I usually get like 98% of them dead wrong. Man, that's so awesome to hear, man. Hey, even a broken clock can be right twice a day, right, Champ Ross? It's a pleasure to have you, bro. Hey, I'm so glad you're here, Champ, because I'm going to tell you something. Lonnie B was also talking about Spence versus Team Sioux. Very interesting take. I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen like half of it. But I also wanted to show you this. Jan Santana is on the this video right here. This video right here. Okay. Very interesting video. He goes into David first and a couple of other things. He starts at like 8 minutes talking about Spence. This guy asked him about Spence and Sioux a little bit later in this interview. 14 and a half minutes. But where is the one? Here it is. I want to show you because Jan Santana is fighting on this card with Keyshawn Davis and Albright, right? Here it is. Dominican kid, 16-0. Everybody's saying this is the real Dominican #1, supposed to Rohan Polanco, but we'll see about that. But he's been calling out Shushu, man. Listen to this. This is an excerpt. I've seen like 20 minutes of 27, so I haven't seen the whole thing. Great job by TD Sports Talk, by the way. Listen to this, Champ Ross.
No rival para mí.
He said Shushu's not a worthy rival for me.
Y también
Chushu no es rival para mí. Chushu es un peleador frágil.
He's saying he's not a worthy rival, that he's soft.
Easy work.
Wow. Okay.
Woo-wee. You heard it. Easy work, man. Easy work. Oh boy. Oh, you want me to give you the link? Okay. Which one? I'll give you both. This is the Lonnie B interview. And oh yeah, I haven't seen that channel. I'm gonna see a lot more. Right, Chambros? Right, Chambros? Let's see. And what's the other one? Here it is. Because I was on B3 at noon today, and he was on the chat, and he said that he did the interview, and I asked for the link, and he gave it to me. It's a great question. I'm gonna say Ron Gardenhire. Ron Gardenhire is underrated. Oh yeah, he also interviewed one of the dudes that fought. Yeah, I was browsing his videos. Yeah, that's a lot of good interviews, man. I'm so glad that I found that channel. He said we had those upsets picked. We was up there at the top this week. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely. Have you I'm sure by like the middle of the week you put up the for this weekend, right? Or do you have them already? Let's see. Take a look at the surveys too. Let's see. We have 3 votes. The question is, which fight steals the show on the weekend? We have 1 vote for Karen versus Paddy, no votes for Allen and Hrgovic, 1 vote for Keyshawn and Albright, and 1 vote for another one. Put it on the chat. Awesome. And over here we got 3 votes as well, 1 for each, none for another one. Put it on the chat. I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Um, that's where he did his best work, Cottage. Ron Gardenhire, to me, with those twins, he got prime. This guy Santana, Johan Santana, who won a couple of Cy Youngs, bro. That guy was awesome, awesome. Oh, you have it already? Okay, awesome, awesome. I'll check it out right quick because the earlier I do it, then I don't forget. Trust me. I know there's a lot of time, but I know me. I better get to it, otherwise I'm gonna sleep on the laurels. There it is. Champ Ross. Everybody check him out. Everybody here, check this guy out. Champ Ross right here. Put up the link up in there, Champ Ross, so people can get to you. 10 fights to pick. I love it. Main event. Oh yeah, I forgot about Melvin Jerusalem versus Yakolwa Kuse. Yeah, that's a rematch as well for the. They're fighting to see who gets whooped by Collazo, basically. They're fighting for the right to get whooped by Collazo. In the case of Melvin Jerusalem, it's to get whooped again by Collazo. That's my boy. Maxie Hughes, how about that, huh? Brian Norman, Jan Santana, and Kelvin. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'll make my picks as soon as I'm done with the live. Joe Mauer, I forgot about him. What a player. Was he a catcher or first baseman? I can't remember. I think he was a catcher. Exactly. I wanted to be Pedro Taduran, but whatever. It is a unification anyway because Melvin Jerusalem does have a belt. You know, the other two belt holders at strawweight are, the two Filipinos, the Melvin Jerusalem and Pedro Taduran. So yep. Oh, okay. Every Sunday I have everything up. Usually I try to be on point. Awesome. That's great to know. Awesome. Catcher, I appreciate it. What a player that was, man. Oh. Absolutely. He's had stoppages in each of his last, let's see. Oscar Collazo box rec. Each of his last at least 5 fights, he's had stoppages. Let's see. 14-0, 11 KOs, right? And they say they don't punch back there, right? They say that they don't punch back there, and he's 14-0 with 11 KOs. Okay, let's just leave it there. Jesus Haro, last fight was in March, okay, 2 months ago. Jesus Haro didn't want to come out of the corner, so he stopped him on round 6. Before that, Jason Vason, I saw that one as well in September of 2025, won by knockout, round 7. 2 straight stoppages. Before that, I saw this one as well, March of 2025, Elin Cano Hernandez from Mexico, won by KO, round 5. That's 3 straight stoppages. Before that, I can't say this name. This guy is the something Freshmart. You know, knockout CP Freshmart. That's this kid. I can't say that name. Forgive me, right? That was in November of 2024. I saw that one as well, and he's TKO round 7. And before that, this one was a UD. So he has stopped 1, 2, 3, 4 straight people, and they say they don't punch back there. How about that, huh? How about that? You know what? Next time, because catcher to me is Ivan Rodriguez, Buster Posey, and Yadiel Molina. Those are my 3 GOAT catchers, you know. But man, Joe Mauer is right there. But I'll give one to you next time. I promise you that. Okay, I don't have one off the top of my head like I do Ichiro or Randy Johnson or Chipper or, you know, Ken Griffey. Ross says CP Freshmart was impressive. Yeah, I can't say that name, Ross. I'm sorry. I can't. Listen, forgive me, okay? I'm sorry. I've gotten good at saying Eastern European names because I put in some time in trying to pronounce them and everything, and I see how they pronounce their things, so that's awesome. But on the Thailand names, oh my God, bro. Like I might as well be illiterate when it comes to those. Listen, I'm sure Michael Jones is weird over there. You know, it is what it is, right? Cottage says to Champ Ross, run. Oh, okay, the same. Yeah, Gardenhire for sure, man. But when is that fight? The Melvin Jerusalem? I think it's either Friday because they usually fight middle of the week. You know, the Asian fighters. Let's see. Let's see. Where is it? They don't have it here? Ooh. Okay, they have it on X. I know that. Give me a second, because I just reposted this. Let me show you guys something.
Dead don't right, roll down off. And to stop Tommy Hearns from making history. He's got him with a left, and Hearns' legs have got rubbery again.
This guy is Juan Martillo Roldan, fighter from Argentina, that has a controversial knockdown of Marvin Hagler. That wasn't a knockdown, but whatever. You know, powerhouse, but just limited technically. And Tommy Hearns, we all know. We don't even have to say it.
And Hearns is trapped in Roldan's corner. Hearns' legs all over the shop. We said don't right, Roldan off. And he's come bulldozing his way back into this fight. And Hearns has severe problems. He's trying to fight his way out of them. Minute gone. Round 4. Now Hearns looks to turn the table.
There it is. There it is.
What a fight this is!
Wow.
The crowd are on the edge of their
Can't believe he didn't went down for that one.
seats here. One
There's Mills Lane, my favorite referee.
moment, Hearns looks as though he's got severe problems. And then he
Rest in peace.
turns it right round again.
He was also a judge, right? Yeah, I remember he was also a judge. I love that guy.
That punch from Hearns was as good as the punches that scored the knockdowns, but Roldan seems to have warmed a little bit more to the task now, and he's taken those shots. That was a tremendous right hand. I expected Roldan to go over from that one.
Well, it was a difficult fight to call. A lot of different news around the bars and hotels here in Las Vegas. The bookmakers made Hearns a favourite. Roldan's corner disagreed with it.
There it is.
$50,000
There it
on
is.
their man, but that money looks gone now.
Yes, sir. Tommy the Hitman Hearns. But I remember I reposted this. Yeah, there it is. Rematch in South Africa. It's fight week for Melvin Jerusalem and Siakolo Akuse as they meet once again for the WBC Strawweight World Title, May 16. Awesome. So it's Saturday as well. Wow. We got 4 fights. I love it. Bro, right? Listen, all respect, okay? I don't disrespect nobody. I don't roll like that. But for me, it's impossible to say those names. But hey, listen, if I put in the time, I'll get good at it. You know, it's but right now, man, no. Thank God he has like knockout CP fresh markers. Otherwise, I would be like saying the initials and that's it. I think so. Yeah. What position was that? I remember those twins. I remember Johan Santana. I remember those were an interesting team, man. You just reminded me of Joe Mauer and Ron Gardenhire. Come on, man. Who doesn't love that guy? I couldn't find a TV for a... Oh, okay, let me see. Yeah, because they don't have it on... Okay, let me see if they have that information here. Come on, what's wrong with the freaking internet? Let's try again. Oh, let's try this hashtag here. Boxing news. This from last year. Nah. Okay, I have a link, Ross, that I use. I'm gonna send it to you by email. Okay, now Ross, make sure that you use it on the incognito window. Okay, if you're using the Chrome, the Google Chrome, make sure you use the incognito window. Okay. That's the only thing. But I'll send you the link that I use. That almost never fails. Almost. Yeah, it's in South Africa. It's not in Japan or in nothing like that. It is in South Africa. So I wouldn't know how to find the TV, for that way. But I have a link that it has a schedule already. So you'll be able to find it. Ross says, "Yep, Judge Mills. Yeah, right. I remember he was a judge. His kids. Oh, really? Oh, wow. How awesome is that, huh? His kids are the manager for Big Bang Zang, huh? Awesome. First baseman. Oh, okay, I appreciate that, Cottage. Man, those Twins, man." I was telling Chad Ross the other day, there are 3 franchises that I don't like them or dislike them, but I respect them because when they are on, they tend to win it all. And that's the Giants, the Phillies, and the Cardinals, man. And there's another one that I still can't freaking remember for whatever reason. But I'll come to it. But those 3 franchises, when they're on, oh boy. Look out. Torrey Hunter is one of my favorite center fielders of all time, Ross. Thank you for bringing. Hey, wasn't he on that Twins team? Yeah, young Torrey Hunter. I remember that. Yes, he was awesome, man. He had quickness. He could hit it out of the park. He could steal you a base here and there. A lot of hits. He wasn't easy to strike out either. Great fielder. Awesome fielder. He stole a couple of home runs. Exactly. Yeah, Torrey Hunter is one of my favorites. Listen. Okay. Ken Griffey Jr., Mike Trout, Jim Edmonds, Kenny Lofton. Was Kenny a center fielder? I think he was, but remind me, Ross, because Kenny Lofton to me is the best leadoff hitter outside of Ichiro. That's just me, but outside of Ichiro, the best leadoff hitter in baseball that I've seen is Kenny Lofton. That's just me. Kenny Lofton was the truth, man. I love that guy. Center fielders, let's see. Bernie Williams was awesome. Yeah, but Torrey Hunter is up there, man. Yes, he ended up in the Angels, and I think he played for a few other franchises, if I'm not mistaken. But I remember him from the Twins and yes, Angels. Did he play with Mike Scioscia? This is another one of my favorite managers of all time. You got Joe Torre and Bobby Cox, the 2-headed monster, but Don Mattingly, Mike Scioscia, Dusty. No, Dusty's number 3. Dusty Baker's number 3, and number 4 is probably Mike Scioscia. I love that guy. Oh my goodness, Andrew Jones. Forget everybody else. Forget everything that I just said. Outside of Ken Griffey Jr., and I want to say Mike Trout, but I'm not even sure about that. Andrew Jones. Oh, my goodness. What a ball player that was. Come on, man. He says Andrew Jones was something. Whoa. Was he the one that stole that home run from Manny Machado? Give me a sec. I'll look it up. Andrew Jones. Manny. Was he the one? I think he was the one that stole that home run from Manny Machado, but oh no, Adam Jones was the one. Okay. Look at this thing, man. Am I sharing my screen? This is one of the greatest catchers I've ever seen. Catches I've ever seen.
No doubt. Clippard looking for a clean inning here in the 7th. Hit well out to right center field. Jones still on the move, running out of room.
Well done, Manny Machado. I hated you forever, but that's nice. Well, hold on. I gotta show you some Andrew Jones because I remember that guy. Yes. Look at that. 6+ minutes of greatest play. I'm probably gonna get shut down if I play this shit. Okay, let me give you one. Where is it? Okay, a short. This is a short, guys. Don't be a stinker, okay?
Andrew Jones chasing way back to the
Bro. Let me see that shit again.
The line of the field, pinch hitting with a drive to deep center. Andrew Jones chasing way back.
Wow.
Spires corks it to center. Andrew turns tail, still going at the wall.
Come on, man. What are we talking about here?
Oh, he made the
Spider-Man, bro.
In the gap to left center. Can Andrew catch up with it? A diving catch and
Come on, man.
Hit to deep right center field. Andrew Jones. Oh,
Nah.
good night.
Nah.
Great.
Payoff pitch to Bonds. Bonds hits a high drive into center field.
That's Barry Bonds. Sorry, Ross.
Jones back, looking up in front of the wall. He leaps and it is caught.
Love you, Andrew. Love you, Andrew. Thank you for bringing him on, man. Ross, you're the man, bro. You're the man. Did I mention that you're the man? Curtis, yes. Curtis Granderson was good. He wasn't the one with the Angels was Jim Edmonds, but he was either I can't remember. Shit. I can't remember who he played for. Ross says they used to say he was closest thing to Willie. Ooh, say no more, man. Willie Mays, come on, man. Come on, yeah. I kind of remember that, but man, that was when I was a kid in the 90s, you know. But I think they made comparisons because Willie Mays has that famous. Is it Willie or Billy Mays? I always forget. Willie, okay, Willie. This is the most famous. Yeah. This is the one. You know how hard it is to do going backwards like that, man. Like it's one thing when you're facing the ball and you get under the ball, but when it's like the opposite direction, bro, like you gotta check the wall so you don't crash, into it. I mean, oh come on, man. Comparisons to Willie Mays. That's all you need to say. That's enough said. Yes, he was. Absolutely. Love Torrey Hunter. Absolutely loved him. I wanted him to play for the Yankees, but we don't always get what we want in life, do we? And when it comes to the Yankees, we never get what we want. So it is what it is. Especially lately. This ain't the 90s no more, unfortunately for us. It was smooth as holy hell, bro. Like, listen, between Torrey and Andrew, give me Andrew, but it ain't by much, man. It ain't by much. Because Torrey, I loved watching Torrey Hunter. Trust me, man. And he could bat anywhere from 1 to 4 if you look at it, because he had the quickness to be a leadoff hitter. Even though he's more a long ball hit-oriented type guy as opposed to like a base hitter like Ichiro or Kenny Lofton or even Derek Jeter for that matter. But he could be a leadoff guy, you know. His best batting order to me is either number 2 or number 3. That's just me. Cottage says, absolutely. Many times he was an all-star, as he should have been. And he probably got a few Golden Gloves too. He probably should have a few Golden Gloves too. Ross says, yeah, I never seen Mace. Yeah, exactly. Unfortunately, he's from back in the day. It's like Joe DiMaggio. I think he was around the time of Joe DiMaggio and all the rest of them. But I remember them saying that about Jones. Yeah. Me too, vaguely, but yeah. You just brought that up, and I'm like, yeah, I think they compared him to him because Andrew Jones, bro. Oh, Cottage says, who was the better NBA coach, Byron Scott or Nate McMillan? I love them both. They both fit the type of basketball that I like. I prefer Nate McMillan. For me, for the type of basketball that I like, give me Nate McMillan, but Byron Scott ain't too shabby either. I love them both. For my style, it's perfect. It's like you're telling me who do I prefer, Jerry Sloan or Lionel Hollins, or Jerry Sloan or Pop, or what's the name of this guy, Rudy Tomjanovic, or I can't remember right now, or Brad Stevens. You know, they all fit with my the way that I view basketball. So flip a coin. Okay, well, what do we have here? This is for the strawweights. Enough with the little guy syndrome, guys. Enough of that. I used to be a guilty as charged from that, you know. Last round of a very underrated fight: Usyk versus Maris Bridis over at cruiserweight.
So into the 12th and final round we go. The fans up on their feet here at the Riga Arena, and I feel that this contest is still up for grabs. Whoever wins this 12th round could well be declared the victor and become the unified cruiserweight champion and book their place in the World Boxing Super Series cruiserweight final. There's been absolutely nothing in it throughout the 11 completed rounds so far. Both men again were up early off their stall to begin this final frame. Identical numbers in terms of 12 rounders contested, and each time they've contested the 12th rounder, each man has gone the 12-round distance on 2 occasions. It looks as though we're heading for that juncture tonight, as Usyk, looking for some quality in this final round, gets through with a good left cross. Bridis falls short with an attempted right cross of his own. He's back onto the front foot now, still bobbing, still weaving in front of his man, snaking out a left jab. Usyk continuing to tuck up tightly behind high-held gloves, scores with a good single right jab. Bridis comes back with a right hand behind the left glove of Usyk. Usyk comes back with a fusillade of punches where the left hand got through. Usyk just straying low with a combination of shots that he tried to go to the body. And both men letting it all hang out in the final round here, beyond the midpoint of a contest that is still anybody's in this bid to become the unified champion of the WBC and the WBO. Good combination of punches landed from Usyk. Bridis takes a sharp intake of breath, perhaps trying to save himself now or set himself for one final rally as we go into the final minute. Good right hand from Bridis. And another shot.
You see what he's doing, though? He's peeling the guard. Watch closely. Pay attention. Watch this hand, what he does, and then he whacks him with the right.
Right hand from Bridis.
You see that? Here it is again.
And another shot from the right.
And Usyk got out of the way because he recognized the pattern. Top level stuff, guys.
Flank once again. Usyk just backs up. He's looking to cover up on the ropes and initiates a clinch. How telling is that? He looks to his corner, perhaps letting them know that he's okay. And now he sets himself for what is surely going to be the final roll of the dice. Both men in pursuit of victory, in pursuit of the championship that the other one has, in pursuit of a place in the final of the Muhammad Ali Trophy, and Bridis lands a cracking right hand and around the corner. Usyk with his back to the ropes fires a left cross. Less than 30 seconds to go now, and this is turning into an absolute dogfight. The qualities of heart and desire and will fully on display here between these two
Again, athletes. He did that. Hold on. There it is. You see? Okay. Let me slow this thing.
Display here.
See that? You see? High level stuff, guys. Come on.
Between these two athletes with perfect records and championship belts. The atmosphere is absolutely terrific here at the Riga Arena. And still, both men punching right up until the final bell.
Underrated fight, guys. Come on. On an underrated division, too. Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard 1. He said Nate McMillan had Greg Oden, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Portland. Yep. And Brandon Roy. And yeah, but Greg Oden was always injured, you know. Ross says, you think Mark Jackson got blackballed? I think he was done totally wrong, but absolutely Absolutely, he was done wrong, in my opinion. Mark Jackson is another one of those. Thank you for bringing him up, bro. Man, Ross is the man, bro. Like, Mark Jackson, I love him as a player. I love him as a coach. And the way that my basketball philosophy goes perfectly with Mark Jackson. Perfectly. Now, listen, that ain't Steve Kerr's fault, okay? A lot of people hate on Steve Kerr because he's the one that, got the Warriors that Mark Jackson built. And I mean, he built a dynasty with it. But Steve Kerr, I also got a lot of love for Steve Kerr, man. Trust me. That's just me. That's just me. But Mark Jackson got done really wrong by the Warriors, for sure. And he's a great coach. And even more so, it sucks that I don't think anybody else gave him a shot, I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong, Ross, because I stopped following the NBA a long time ago. But I don't believe that he got another shot by somebody else. Like Mike D'Antoni got another shot with the Knicks, which is awesome. But many coaches get many second opportunities, but I don't think Mark Jackson did, Yeah, right? Look at how small Lucy could. This was about a decade ago, maybe a little bit less than that. Oscar says, underrated. I actually feel this one of Usyk's most overrated fights. It's a great fight, but I never felt he was in real danger. I disagree, but I see where you're coming from. I disagree. It was a hell of a fight. And Maris Breedy's, shit, bro. Like, he's from what, Latvia or something like that, which, it is what it is, bro. It's like Sandor Martin. He's from Spain. Like, unless you're born in USA, Mexico, Puerto Rico, or the UK, it's like you're cursed or something. But Maris Breedy's was the truth, man. And he has a win over, hold on. So I was looking at his box rec the other day. He has a win over Junior Dorticos, I think. 28-3, 20 knockouts. Lost twice to Jao Petaya, 2022, and that was the end of his career. On 2024 last time. Hasn't fought since. But he has a win over Junior Dorticos. Majority decision. Junior Dorticos ain't no punk. Krzysztof Glowacki, who was undefeated, only lost to Beterbiev. 31 and oh no, I'm sorry. His only loss was to Usyk, right? Hold on. Polish fighter. At the time, he was undefeated and lost to Usyk. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so he has a win over that guy that at the time had only one loss to Usyk. Has a win over Mike Perez as well. Marco Huck, solid contender that got mollywopped by Usyk, but it's Usyk. Pretty solid resume as far as I'm concerned, but hey, I believe that was Usyk's toughest fight because that was prime Usyk with all capital letters. But that's just me. Let's see what else we got. I'll give it a good half an hour. If nobody wants to pull up, I'll just call it. Next time will be my 100th show. So I'm going to do an open panel all the way on Thursday for my 100th show. Okay? Just announcing. Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard 1. You're going to like this, Oscar.
Right back. No advantage to either one.
I was about to say that some of the sting may have gotten out of Duran, but you can't tell. Hard to tell. Short punches now by Leonard, trying to take him with the right hand. I tell you, he's caught his breath. Leonard so far this round has used greater hand speed.
And Duran has been punching without the authority that he had in the other rounds. He slowed down.
Oh, Leonard hitting the tattoo, but Duran stays on top of him and hurts him.
He has just hurt Leonard, and Leonard comes back again. It's just that Duran won't quit. He just keeps going. Look at Leonard fight back. And Duran! Unbelievable! It's an other. Duran actually keeps pinning him back to the rope, and that's his fight. Leonard can't seem to. Oh, Leonard threw everything he had in a punch and almost turned himself around. They're both extremely tired. I've never seen Duran lose punching power like now. Leonard punched himself out. Duran is starting to come back at him. I've never seen Duran punch so slowly, but he's been punching so hard. They're both exhausted.
We're in the 11th round. 4 more to go. Arcel was right. He said we'll see who goes 15.
That's what this is going to be. Who goes 15?
Leonard coming back with a flurry of
They're just exchanging those volleys. It's incredible to me that one can come back to the other.
There we go. What else do we have? I put a couple of stuff here on Discord. Hayato Tsutsumi will return to the ring on July 14th on a Lemino card at the Korakuen Hall in Tokyo. The unbeaten super featherweight, that's 130, was scheduled to face Jassa Dickens for the VA title in December, but was forced to pull out due to injury. Okay. Awesome. The moment Shane Mosley Jr. stopped Sergey Boachuk. If you haven't seen this, there it is.
Headshot after headshot.
Won't be long.
Mosley Jr. Weeping right hand. Headshot after headshot.
Won't be long.
Mosley Jr. on the attack. He does it.
That was a very good fight, guys. I was entertained. I enjoyed it. What else we got? Zach Chelly's father and trainer wants him to take on Canelo Alvarez after his huge upset win over David Morrell. Could Chelly cause another upset? Might as well go for it, right? Might as well go for it. Let's see the whole thing here. Quote, Canelo, if you come to light heavyweight, we go for Canelo. Canelo beat all the British fighters. Okay, give him Zach. You cannot beat Zach. Canelo. Okay. Okay, we'll see about that. This is a nice little ad here. Nice ad for the Egypt card for Usyk and Hamza Shiraz and all the rest of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 countries represented in a card. How about that, huh? How about that? Now that is awesome. For that, I got to tip my hat off to them. Got everybody, people from Saudi Arabia, Africa, United States, Cuba, Eastern Europe, Japan, you name it, Indonesia. Junto Nakatani, let's see. Junto Nakatani is said to have surgery Thursday in Japan to repair a fractured left orbital bone that he suffered during his loss to Naoya Ino. Nakatani's trainer, Rudy Hernandez, tells Ring Magazine Nakatani is expected to resume training in 3 to 4 months. Awesome. Heavyweight rankings for the ring. Do you agree with this? Usyk champion, Daniel Dubois number 1, Caballel number 2, Fury 3, Fabio 4, Hrgovic 5, Itama 6, Ajagba 7, Torres 8, Gassiev 9, Huni 10. I like it. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's pretty nice actually. Pretty nice. I don't have a lot of problems with this ranking. A lot of people might feel Torres should be ahead of Ajagba, maybe. I'm not so sure about that. A lot of people might have an issue with Gassiev and Huni being ahead of Parker or what's the other one? Not Teremuana. I can't remember now. Shit. But I like this ranking right here. I like it. Some people may think Hrgovic is too high. Some people think Fabio maybe should be lower. I don't believe so. I'm pretty good with that. To be honest with you. I don't mind it at all. What else we got? Let's see. There's Frank Warren. Oh yeah. Edgar Berlanga. Sufa Boxing are not giving any easy fights for the money they paying. Puerto Rican Edgar Berlanga, 23-2 and 18 KOs, will battle tough veteran from Serbia, Radivoje Hot Rod Kaladzic, 30 wins, 3 losses, 22 knockouts in his first fight at light heavyweight. Okay, so Berlanga is going to 75. I got Hot Rod on this one. TKO late in the fight. Oh yeah, it says here Espinosa's team, Rafael Espinosa team is pushing hard for a unification fight with IBF featherweight champ Angelo Leo. As reporter Fernando Sabatini confirms, they are formally requesting the bout. This comes after Leo's defense versus Alim got scrapped. Yep. I would love that fight too. Oh, here it is. Benavides Senior isn't pulling any punches, declaring his unified WBO, WBA cruiserweight champion son David would dispatch Jaya Petaya in a mere 1 or 2 rounds. Oh boy. Shots fired. Yep, shots fired. What else do we have here? The top boxers who are yet to lose their oath. Okay, so we got Jamal Charlo, 34-0. Dalton Smith, 19-0. Inoue, the king, the real king of boxing, 33-0. Rafael Espinosa, 28-0. Luis Crocker, 22-0. Shakur, 25-0. Benavides, 32-0. Oscar Collazo, 14-0. Murataya, 24-0. And Billy, 29-0. Virgil Ortiz, 24-0. Sanders Sayas, 23-0. Devin Haney, 33-0. Usyk, 24-0. Shushu Carrington, 17-0. Butsen is 35-0. And Jao Petaya, 30-0. And Tank Davis, 30-0 with 1 draw. Who's most likely to lose their all? Luis Crocker, Virgil Ortiz, Christian and Billy. After that, I'm not sure because I'm becoming a believer in Dalton Smith, to be honest with you. So I don't know about that. And I'm becoming a believer in Shushu Carrington as well. So I don't know. But for sure, in my opinion, top of the list to lose their all are Luis Crocker. I don't think Jermell Charlo either should be losing his all anytime soon, but we'll see. Luis Crocker, Virgil Ortiz, Chris and Billy, and who was the other one? Were those the only 3? Yeah, I think those were the only 3. In my opinion. Oh, and Excuse me, I forgot to say Bam Rodriguez 23-0. Okay? Who do you think has the more chance to lose their O? What do you think? Let me post this on my Discord. Let me put this on my Discord. Oh yeah, let me show you this as well. Tyson Fury. Mr. I've been fair and square.
Hey guys, Tyson Fury here. I got some unbelievable, exciting news coming. Stay tuned. About being in the ring. Get up! Watch your space. GK all day. Get up! Hey guys, Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury has today confirmed he has fight news coming soon before his mega fight later this year with Anthony Joshua. Former AJ opponent Andy Ruiz Jr. recently called for a fight with Fury. You want to see that fight, guys? Let me know. Okay. Notable SUFA fighters. Conor Ben, Yao Petaya, Callum Walsh, F.A. Jagba, Jose Rayo Valenzuela. Not bad. Not bad. This fight, my God. I can watch this fight any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Lyle versus Foreman. Come on, man. Greatest heavyweight fight of all time. Greatest heavyweight fight of all time. I can say that, bro, off the top of my head. Yeah, I agree. And I think it's better. Frank Warren says, that's probably the biggest upset I've seen in a fight since Amir Khan getting beat by Brady Prescott. Yes, and I think this one is even worse than that. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know when I've seen an upset like this, honestly. This guy wasn't even in the picture for David Morrell. (18-0) incoming. Rohan Polanco is set to return Saturday, May 30th in Puerto Rico. Yes. Absolutely. Let me put this on my Discord as well. There we go. There we go. Okay. Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez confirms he'll come back stronger after losing his BO and BA titles to Benavidez via KO, aiming for revenge. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, that's right. Another Central Asian big clash is coming up. Shojahan Ergashev challenges Batir Yukembayev on June 6th in Humo Arena in Tashkent, Uzbekistan. The sons of Subriel Matias are fighting. That's cool. That's cool. Uzbeks, man, the Uzbeks are coming. Uzbeks are coming. Don't blink. Got a lot of people. Oh shit. Sometimes it does that. I don't know why. Let's try this. Whatever. Okay, I'll try it again later. But I reposted it, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Tyson versus Tony Tucker.
Took a right hand.
And he is right now. Did not break the fighters because Tyson's hands were not tied up.
Look at that head movement, for God's sake.
Just took a right hand.
Aggression is out of Mike Tyson. He is keeping his distance. He's trying to learn how to box with James Quick Tillis. This is an important learning experience for Mike Tyson. He's going to have to be able to handle a Quick Tillis to get to the top.
Wow.
He is right now.
Ooh.
Tillis Round 3 coming to a close, and Mike Tyson warms to the task once again as the both of those left hooks miss slightly for Tyson. Look how low he gets to duck under those punches. He was distracted before he got punched. Again, he lunges in and gets the left hand. All right, let's stay right here and take one more look at the knockdown.
Oh my.
I'm clearly wrong. This is not a good. One way is to say that he's pacing himself. He has lost 4 of his last 5. And Williams was a little bit extended with the punch. Did not have the proper range for full power. Now he's at the right range. Willis grabs him behind the head. Willis landed a left. Didn't seem to see how Mike reacts to this.
Oh my.
Closing with a flurry.
Woo.
Going to center.
Woo. Take it easy. Take it easy. Let's see the surveys. 3 votes, 1 for each. I love it. And over here we have same thing. 3 votes, none for Alan Hrgovic, 1 for another. What is that? Another one? Brian Norman. Who else could it be? Oh, I'll give it 10 more minutes if anybody want to hop in. Oh, this is another underrated fight. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Kevin Howard.
There's a swelling under the left eye now of Kevin Howard. And I really believe that Sugar Ray Leonard right now thinks...
Toma!
Woo-wee! Put Sugar Ray Leonard right on the seat of his pants.
When Kevin Howard goes home to West Philadelphia, North Philadelphia, and South Philadelphia, he'll be a hero.
There was the left hand, and Kevin Howard is about done here. Leonard knows it, and he is on top of Howard, trying to hold on to Leonard just to stay up.
Watch it go. Watch it go. There's 1 minute to go in the round.
There was the left hand and a sharp right. Howard held on just enough to stay up. Howard's in a whole lot of trouble here. Leonard stays on his man. Steps away from him when he gets on the ropes. And Howard's looking for a place to fall. And the fight is over. And Sugar Ray Leonard has won it.
Well done, Sugar Ray Leonard. Nothing left to say. I got my issues with the Hagler fight, but whatever. Lennox Lewis, Ray Mercer. Yep. Tough ass fight for Mr. Lennox. We pulled it off, man. Hold on.
Faster, be a little more aggressive, what kind of damage he would do. He doesn't have that gear though. Yeah.
And he needs that gear tonight.
But see, right here, when you're in that, I mean, that's when you have a chance for 3 points in a round. The guy's right in front of you. Just 4-punch combination, you do something. Now he's getting hit because he's outside. Well, 2 right hands by Lewis.
Oh.
And Lewis starting to move as well.
Nice.
And then the left took by Lewis. So Lewis...
I'm going to ease up on Lennox Lewis, man. He's the man. He's the man. Not on Canelo, but I'm going to ease up on Lennox Lewis for sure.
Starting to put some punch.
I got my problems with the Vitali fight, but again, whatever.
And movement together for the first time in this bout.
You guys get the feeling that Ray Mercer's gas tank is starting to, that light is starting to flash a little bit, getting on empty? No question, he's slowing down a little bit.
He has hit Evander Holyfield territory here. Same type of, same point in the fight. He's done some very good work through the 5 rounds, but Lewis...
Oh, nice. Nice 3-2 by Lewis there. Hold on.
He's done some very good work through the 5 rounds, but Lewis trying to turn it on Mercer.
Mercer countered him too. Yep.
Now he backs Lewis.
Nice. Nice head movement by Lewis. He's getting flipped a few times, though.
He needs to capitalize on these chances.
Holding him, being wise.
There may not be too many for Ray Mercer of this nature in the course of the bout. And he came on nicely here.
I wonder if Lennox Lewis isn't carrying some weight he shouldn't be coming into this fight at 247. The heaviest of his career. He does have a big frame, obviously 6'5". Looks like he carried the weight fairly well, but you got to wonder what effect that's having on his conditioning. He's like he's suffering from the Riddick Bowe disease.
What he might give right now to be 237.
Nobody can eat that much, Tony. You ever seen that man attack a plate of ribs? Yeah. Wow, Riddick Bowe. Wow, whistling uppercut thrown from the outside by Lewis. Dangerous punch to throw. Shades of Buster Douglas left Holyfield.
And no follow-up for Mercer as round 6 ends on both guys.
Nice. Nice, Lennox. I'm done hating on Lennox Lewis, officially. Okay. What else we got? Do we have some hoops here? Yeah, we do. Oh, yeah, the on this day, 1980, Dr. J, the famous layup. The famous layup by Dr. J, Mr. Julius Irving.
It's 89-84. Sixers, and they get in.
Wow. Look at that thing, bro. Amazing. Amazing stuff. How about that, huh? 46 years ago, that man did that. Can you believe that? Cottage says, remember when Byron Scott? Yep. Yeah, that was a heck of a team they had with Chris Paul and Peja and David West, and I think Berman was there as well. Yeah, that was a heck of a team. They gave the Spurs nightmares, fits. They gave the Spurs, my Spurs, fits for a long time. You know. Yep. New Orleans, absolutely. So yeah, just let me give it 5 more minutes. Let me open up the panel. Anybody want to say anything? Let me check the survey. A question again. Pleasant to see quite a few people have voted now. 3 votes. 1 for each fight. Karen versus Paddy, 1 for Allen versus Hrgovic, and 1 for Keyshawn Nahir. And over here we got 5 votes. 2 for Karen versus Paddy, 2 for Keyshawn and Nahir, and 1 for another one. Put it in the chat. Yeah, have another question, Cottage. I'm all ears. Yeah, but that Sonics team, was that the one that had help me out here, Cottage? Was that the one that had Ray Allen and Rashard Lewis? I think that's the one, right? It's not the one with Peyton and Cam. That's George Karl, right? But I think that's that Sonics team, right? That had Ray Allen with Rashard Lewis. Also gave the Spurs all they could handle for a long time. Let me know if that was the Sonics team. Man, I always felt bad that the Sonics went down, you know. I don't know. Maybe Seattle is not that into basketball. I don't know. See if we have any more news here. Yep, exactly. Yep. Heck of a team. It's just that at that time the West was hot as fire because you had KG in Minnesota, you had Dirk in Dallas, you had Sacramento with C-Web and all them, and you had the Spurs and the Lakers. Oh man, the West was red hot, but usually it was the Spurs versus the Lakers in the conference finals. Those were the tip-top teams. Sacramento made it once or two times, and Minnesota made it once as well. But with KG and Wally Serbiak and all the rest of them, I think Flip Saunders was the coach of that team. Pretty sure. Oh, look, the Dodgers and the Giants. I bet you Champ Ross is watching this game. Oh, hang on a second. Are my Atlanta Braves playing? Oh, there are the Rangers. Rangers versus the Diamondbacks, two of my favorite teams. Okay. Doesn't seem like the Braves are playing tonight, or maybe they played already. Okay, let's check out the Dodgers and the Giants for a moment. Oh, yeah? Because I remember Byron Scott from New Jersey and New Orleans. I remember him from those two teams, but I didn't know that he coached in Cleveland, the Cavaliers. Awesome. I don't think he coaches today. Is he still coaching on a cottage? He was pretty solid, man. That's the thing. When you ask me about two coaches that I like, like Byron Scott and Nate McMillan, I love it. Giants are leading 1-0, second inning. Okay. I'm rooting for the Giants. The only way that I'm rooting for the Dodgers is if they play the Red Sox. That's it. The only way to get me to root for the Dodgers is if they're playing the Red Sox. That's it. From 2010 to 2013, 3 years. Awesome. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Appreciate you, Brother Cottage. Always a pleasure. I saw your video on Damian Lillard. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I don't know that much about Luka Doncic because I watched the NBA until like 2019. That's about it. I know who he is, but I couldn't make an assessment between the two. I love Damian Lillard though. El Carnal, Oscar Perez, I appreciate you as well. Champ Ross, you already know. Appreciate you as well. God bless you all. Bruce Gass, Boxing Jazz, and more. Check him out. He does great trivias. He's going to do one tomorrow about boxing movies and documentaries. I love it. That's going to be interesting. There he is right there. Go check him out. Okay, great channel. He calls fights, does interviews, and does great trivias on Tuesday nights. Great stuff. Appreciate you all for pulling up. And Yao, I want to say Yao, even though Yao had career shortened because of injuries. But, that's a center versus a power forward. I prefer you compare two guys in the same position, like you did with Amari Stoudemire and Blake Griffin. Those are two same positions. I appreciate you, Bruce. You already know. Let's see if I can get number one for once. I'm just playing. I love it. That's going to be interesting, man, because on the movies, obviously, I watched all the Rockies and the Creeds, but there's some that I haven't watched. So, man, I might, we'll see, man. I love it. You're tough nut to crack, bro. He does. You can tell he knows how to formulate. You got to really read the question. I love it. Much love, Bruce, and everybody else that pulled up. God bless you all. Let me end it with the Lord's Prayer. Name of the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever. Amen. In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you, God, for everything. I wish every single one of you have a great day and a great week. And my next live will be Thursday evening for my 100 show. So I'm going to do an open panel for my 100 show on Thursday night. Without a shadow of a doubt. Joe Torre is the GOAT, Cottage. The GOAT. Close second will be a Bobby Cox. Number 3, Dusty Baker. Those are my three-headed monster. Number 4, I'll get back to you on that one. But number 1, 2, and 3 are Joe Torre. I'm a Yankee fan, so feel free to call me biased. And Bobby Cox, because I love the Braves, and Dusty Baker, because he's the man. For sure. So, yeah, that was about it. Irony Boxing with my 99th live. God bless you all. See you all on Thursday night. Peace out.